Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to check the turbo racing C81, probably the world's smallest radio-controlled monster truck. While it looks like a toy, this 1:76 scale car, which can easily fit in the palm of your hand, features full proportional steering, a built-in rechargeable 1S 75 mAh battery, which should provide you with about 30 minutes of runtime, user-controlled LEDs, and a high chassis along with relatively big wheels, which is going to enable it to pass rougher terrains than, for example, the turbo racing C73. First of all, in terms of packaging, the turbo racing C81 comes inside this nice box, and inside, along with this micro monster truck, you're getting the radio controller, a USB to USB Type-C cable, which is used for charging the car, an adapter which is going to enable you to easily charge the car using the radio controller, an accessory which is going to help you to bind the car with a new radio controller as it is already pre-bound to the one that it comes with, a quick start guide and the user manual, 4 jumping platforms in 2 sizes, and double-sided stickers which are going to help you to secure them to the ground. In terms of features and specs, the radio controller that is bundled with the C81 car is identical to the one that comes with the C73. You can disassemble it for easier transportation. It runs off 4 AAA batteries, which are not included and inserted to this slot in the following manner. It supports 4 channels. 2 are used for controlling the direction of the steering and adjusting the speed of the car, and another 2 for controlling the LEDs. It will enable you to recharge the battery of the car on the go, and for that I highly recommend to use the included adapter, as originally the radio controller was designed to charge the lower C73 car. Before charging it, make sure that both radio controller and car are turned off, and then move this switch to the center position. While the battery is being charged, it is going to be indicated by this LED, and once the charging procedure is complete, the red LED on the car is going to be turned off. In addition, on the top side of the radio controller, you can find switches which are going to enable you to limit the throttle to 20, 50 or 100%, reverse the direction of the steering, and adjust the trims and dual rates of both throttle and steering channels. As for the C81 car, it weighs 18.5 grams, so it's about 4 grams heavier than the C73. It has a front wheel suspension and the wheels on the back are fixed. On the bottom side you can find a USB Type-C port which is used for charging its internal 75 mAh 1S battery, which, as I mentioned before, is going to provide you with about 30 minutes of runtime, and it's going to take roughly 40 minutes to charge it. Over here you can find the on and off switch, and next to it 2 pins that are used for entering radio bind mode. In addition, the radius of the wheels of the C81 car is 13.4 millimeters, so they are much bigger than the ones that are used by the C73. Their outer dimensions are quite similar, and the outer dimensions of the C81 car are 52.6 by 23 by 17.5 millimeters. As I mentioned before, the C81 car features user-controlled LEDs. The front LEDs are controlled using the channel 3 button, and the ones on the back using the channel 4 switch. Lifting the canopy of the car reveals its internal components, and as you can see, the LEDs are connected to the main board using a JST connector. As far as I can tell, converting this car to FPV is going to be relatively easy, especially in comparison to the C73, as you can simply reuse this JST connector, and regardless, I think that the C81 car is going to be more enjoyable for FPV than the C73, and I might do this mode in an upcoming video. After about a week of testing the C81, I can tell you that in my opinion this micro monster truck is very enjoyable to drive. Its top speed is not that high, it's about 7 kilometers per hour, which in comparison to the C73 is a little bit slow, as I think that it's about half the speed of this micro racing car. However, it can run on rougher terrains such as carpets, which is something that the C73 is not capable of doing. Just don't expect it to run on sand or other rougher terrains, because overall it is a very small car and it doesn't have a very powerful motor, but it can definitely do some tricks using the provided jumping platforms. As for its downsides, probably the biggest downside is the price, as the C81 is priced at around $100. It's definitely going to deter some potential buyers. However, I think that you get what you pay for, and this is very delicate and not cheap equipment, so that's the reason it's a little bit pricey. I do hope that the price is going to go down in the future, and I also hope that they are only going to sell the car without the radio controller, as in case you already have another turbo racing car such as the C73, you'll be able to reuse your existing radio controller, which is going to save some money, both because the radio controller is not going to be included, and it's also going to reduce the packaging size, which is going to reduce the shipping cost. In addition, I also hope that in the future they will be able to integrate a rechargeable battery to the radio controller, as it is going to make it more user-friendly. Now I'm going to wrap up this quick video with some driving footage. And by the way, in case you are interested in the FPV mode, let me know down below and I'll do my best to release it soon. I wish you all happy flying and happy driving, and I'll see you soon on my next videos. Goodbye.